All right, we are here. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Welcome back to Magic and Masterminds, episode 27, part
3.
Where the party's luck is finally turning around, apparently.
Cecily's mother also has the same curse.
Yeah. After you guys take a few minutes to kind of catch your breath. And it's around this point in time that the rest of your party arrives. Or most of it, anyway.
Hold on, let me just do one thing.
Oh yeah, Leslie's still carrying Aldred.
Oh yeah, I'm still unconscious. Well, not anymore.
Yeah. You're not. Maska's now awake. Maska wakes up as Cecily arrives carrying Aldred.
Hey guys.
I do have to ask, did either of you call McCall when you were on the way over?
What?
These
McCall?
two.
Oh.
Yeah, Dubel actually did say to Aldred, McCall will be her way out.
Yeah. That's yes. In that
Okay.
yes.
In that case, he arrives surprisingly quickly for someone coming from who knows where in the city. Let me just get him real quick. There he is.
Wait, who?
McCall.
Guy.
Oh, McCall.
Wendy's grandpa.
Right.
McCall, you son of a bitch!
Aldred, if you cough up blood on me and mix it up with the blood I'm already shedding from lightning wounds, don't.
McCall, you... It's like...
You know what?
I was called out here. What's going on? Why is she here? Gestures to Navi.
You have
Hey.
many more things to... He's just kind of standing up. He's like, put me down. Put me down. Put me down.
Cecily just hands him over to
No, that's not what I said.
Fine. Cecily just drops him.
It's like... Aldred just kind of looks up at McCall's like, first, stands up, gives him a hug, gives him a big old hug. Hey there, you. It's like,
hello to you too, Aldred gives him a hug.
Now, I'm very cross with you. Excuse me.
Is that all you called me out here for? You said it was an emergency.
Dubel.
What about her? His expression is instantly alert.
He says, we have a discussion about her, but she has decided to go undercover.
Undercover?
Yes.
Are you sure she decided to go undercover?
I would. He nods and states,
because when she makes a deal with someone, she's contractually binded to that by forces beyond even our understanding.
He nods and states, the reason for this is that she did indeed tell me explicitly that you would be her out, he states.
In other words, she wants me to summon her away from danger.
He nods. Now, you have some explaining to do, namely, why you didn't think to mention her, he states.
Oh, well, let me think about why I should mention my demon friend to a fellow monster hunter.
He's like, I was the one who brought... he's just kind of staring at him for just a second. He's like, it would have been very nice to know.
We'll have this discussion later.
He's like, ugh.
Please have a goddamn healer.
Fine, I'll bring the scotch.
Nevin kind of just crosses his arms and is just... Oh, sorry, what?
Can I please have a healer? I got struck by 2 lightning bolts from a dragon.
Well, lucky for you, my stuff hasn't run out just yet, so hold on. Yep.
Actually,
Bink.
I'm going to quickly go.
Congratulations, you healed nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna say that her ability ran out right then. Hold on, I need to recharge a little bit.
Any good news? Because I would really like...
Cecily?
I'll be right back.
Cecily.
Cecily,
Yes?
shut up
Yes.
a second.
Okay.
You said you could bring Dubelle here. Yeah. What all does that entail? Well, usually summoning her to make a contract with. Summon her. I'd like to make a contract with her.
What?
Navi's making a contract with her?
Does anyone have anything to say about this, or?
Yue's kind of stunned by this.
I'm back.
Welcome
What's
back.
happening?
Navi just said she wants to make a contract with Dubelle.
You want to make a contract with Dubelle?
Yes, I do.
For what?
Guys,
Does it matter?
hear her out. For once, please.
I always hear out Navi.
Yeah.
I think she meant Dubelle.
Oh, well, she's not here, so I can't hear her out.
Navi holds out a hand expectantly, and McCall passes over what looks like a business card. And then Navi starts chanting what's on it. Sounds vaguely demonic, but also not quite. There's some sort of magic at play, probably. I really should have made this a pog on the map, but like a symbol appears on the ground from the magic channeling as forces at play that no one quite understands,
Yeah.
and then suddenly just pop. Would you like to describe this a bit better, Vixen?
Okay, so, but important question: was she moving when this happened?
At this point, you had Catagon had just touched down outside Veraco.
Okay, so she would be still. So there's a symbol on the card. It looked. Masker and Aldred might recognize it because it was the exact same symbol that appeared under the cyborg woman before she nearly got sent to hell.
Oh.
And out of that, a bright energy that for a briefest moment plays havoc with Yue's eyes. It might be magic, but there is something very, very wrong about it. Almost like if it could be a different language, it would be. And then out of that energy, fire coalesces into a spot and reforms as Dubelle sitting down the way she was when she was on the dragon. Looks up.
Navi lowers her hood.
Not me. Oh God, I'm in trouble.
Dubelle, demon of something. I'd never asked. I should have probably. What's she a demon of? Someone fill me in.
Greed.
Greed.
Hell.
Dubelle, demon agreed. I would like to make a contract with you.
Slowly stands up. I am Dubelle Callard, prison to the Black Death, the chimera demon of greed. As it is required of these contracts, I must read out the rules. Before negotiations can begin. Anyone interested in becoming a client must agree to these rules. Only those who ultimately agree can have any say with how the following contract plays out. Are you all aware of this?
I'm aware.
Yes.
Okay.
To save time, I'm actually just going to post it. I'm just going to post it and let people read because there's 11 rules.
Yeah.
So,
We appreciate it.
yeah.
How long is each
Hey,
rule? Like a
you don't want
paragraph, or?
Oh God.
Come on.
All right. Well, I'll scroll through these so that the audience can be able to read.
I wasn't meant to get the paragraph beforehand. Just start from sort of one.
Nate shall do the scrolling. We shall do the whatever we want.
No need to do scrolling. It actually all fit on the screen.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's easy.
How does it fit on the screen for you?
I don't know. It's like this. Oh God, there's 14. Holy shit! I just realized.
Also,
What was 11?
Also, you can expand the chat window.
Fair enough. Anyway.
So
I feel
summon demon cannot say no to the job immediately after summoning. They have to listen to
Oh God.
request and desire to try to say no. Okay, so they're all pretty short rules.
Yeah, they're only about a couple of sentences. The parts in brackets don't get read out. I just didn't have time to really edit that out.
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
Enter super time lapse of explaining.
Explanation.
Yeah.
Super time lapse of an explanation of the things.
Of the rules.
Aldrid's just kind of standing by his fellow monster and hunter and kind of whispers and goes all like, "This has always taken this just like old times, eh, old friend?"
Yes. If old times involved an undead woman and several youngsters and a daemon.
I'm only
Don't forget a talking dog.
Just remember.
Why is there a talking dog?
Just
Yeah,
looks over at the talking dog and just kind of like
The
edges
pug
over
makes
this way
a
little
waving
bit.
motion.
Just kind of edges over this way a bit. He's like, "Yep, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and." Yeah.
Yeah, she'll actually stop midway through reading it. Just go. Oh yeah, that ended up being really helpful for your information. Thanks, by the way, McCall. Goes back to listing out the rules.
It's like, to be fair, we was the youngsters once. Anyway.
Navi nods along as she listens to the rules being said.
Mm-hmm. Can I request that to zoom in on like Navi without the, because I've never actually seen this one. I can't really. Wow.
Wow, she's real pretty.
She looks good for being dead.
Yeah, she was on ice for a while, so
Fair enough.
Why? Maska said that and everyone just kicked his ass.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
That was before you saw her with the hood down.
Y'all bitches.
Also, it was during the time when we just saved Navi from dying again.
It was
Because Matt brain.
And it was also just after found out, zombie.
Anyway.
Y'all bitches.
All right, so how does this work? Do I just list terms of the contract that I want to make, or?
Well, first of all, do you agree to the rules of negotiation?
I do.
Sort of looks to everyone else. If anyone else wants to have their words mean anything, do you agree? Keep in mind that payment will need to be presented once your names have been signed in blood.
Maska's not going to say anything.
Huey's not going to say anything. She just kind of crosses her arms.
I agree. Cecily nods.
McCall, will you be joining me on this one?
McCall thinks for a moment and then shakes his head. This isn't.
She smiles and nods.
Yeah. He doesn't feel it's his place, and this is a contract between you guys.
Okay.
What about you, Aldred?
It's like, Aldrid's just kind of silent at this point.
Looks
Mostly-
back.
Mhm.
Yeah, I assume Aldred at this point is just no.
Like, is it a no?
So I'm sorry. There was I'm sorry. I got distracted a little bit when the Navi's request came in. What was it?
Dubel wants to know if you agree to the terms and want to become a client.
Aldred just kind of stares for a moment and kind of trusting Navi nods yes.
Okay. Looks one more, sees Wu for the first time in her life, just stops, goes, and who the fuck is that?
Ignore me, I'm not part of this.
Someone I'll be talking to after this whole thing, Nevin states.
Oh,
You've
God,
met Nevin.
Oh, wait, no, she's met, because she saw Nevin in Yue's head. So, oh, good, you can get out.
Of course.
Great, the spineless ghost and the spineless girl. The duology is complete. Anyway.
Cecily just in front of Yue just in case.
Yue's too tired to really mess around. She's just...
As we know, Cecily hasn't noticed where Mask is, right?
Mm-hmm. In that case, sort of crosses her arms. And at that stage, a piece of paper will materialize out of the card and sort of float above the ground, where every single word of the conversation between those who agreed will start being recorded. Negotiations can begin. What is it that you desire of my service?
Well, the two of us recently discerned that there's something that I seem to be missing, that be in my soul.
That was a theory. I wasn't 100% sure, but I was on the way to try and figure out if that was true or not. Because it turns out your lich has an interest in me.
Right, I'm just going to try and stay away from that with the 10-foot pole. Anyway, there's two things I want out of this agreement.
Of course.
The first being, you help me get my soul back so I can live as my own self, not tied to him.
Okay.
The second being, I want you to stay as my friend.
She actually blushes a bit. Genuinely caught off guard.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Wait, but you've known this is so embarrassing. You've known me even less, and I mean, why?
You're my friend. Do I need any other reason?
Is that how it works?
Pretty much.
Sure, there's some hardships in it, but at the base of it, that's what true friendship is about.
It is also an and it is also an attempt at understanding some things that we can all agree that we have a lot of work to do on, but we are willing to try.
Whether it's successful or not, well,
yeah,
we'll continue trying.
Looks to them, Cicely and Aldred. Since you are clients, do you wish to share the same job, or do you also have your own desires that you wish of me?
While I do want you to be my friend, I also have another agreement.
Mm-hmm.
You know already that this Steven Finn bastard.
Cecily. Cecily.
Yes.
She points to Nolene.
Yeah.
Masco waves.
Yeah, but your mom knocked her out.
Well, there went that plan. You mean I went undercover for nothing?
Not necessarily.
Don't worry.
I was just going to request to bring Steven to justice, but... Mom?
Don't worry, boo. I totally got this. Maska cracks his fingers.
The
But we should
Realm Record are going to have a field day with this.
All right, bringing Steven to justice, add into the contract. Anyone got any objections here?
Nope.
Not really.
Aldred,
Hmm?
you are a client in this too. What is it that you desire of me?
He just kind of looks over at his longtime friend and back at the demon and states, "At a later time." He just looks between the two. "I need to know how this happened."
Oh, I can tell you that right now.
Well,
It's not a long story.
Okay.
To make a very, 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 very long story short, I know I just said it wasn't, but
long story.
explaining the details would make it long. That's why I'm cutting that out. Makal here was, in his much younger days, just starting out. He was trying to find his way back and got lost, specifically where I live. Scattered through my home are various signs that read, "Please drop something valuable for safe passage. This is not a bin. Do not drop your garbage." And he willingly gave up a photo. Something. For me, it's one of the best things I've ever tasted. So I decided to escort him safely, personally. We got to talking for a bit, and then I gave him my card.
Aldred just kind of looks over, just kind of glances over at him a little bit and states, then back at her, "Wait, your home as in hell?"
No.
Okay. I was about to say, he looks back over, "Your sense of direction has always been terrible, but..."
Why do you think I learned tracking magic?
It's like,
She's actually gonna hide her face just from that. Just like something about not being from hell genuinely disturbs her.
my apologies. He nods.
It's
Either way.
okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Is there anything else? Or is your desire the same, to find this lich and well, bring him to justice, shall we say?
He nods as well, and he nods as well on that note. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's my thing. If you want me to fight for you in future, not creating portals to hell, I can work with, because that's a very specific spell that requires specific chants and actions and so on. Not killing, just flat out. I mean, first of all, Cicely just tried to kill the dragon, so...
Well, killing the dragon is essentially...
As a point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, killing a dragon is essentially impossible for us right now.
You tried to kill the dragon?
I was very angry. He talked about Steven. Get off my back.
Oh, Cicely.
No, I'm scolding her as much. I'm as much disappointed with her as I was with you trying to kill people. Just to be on
When
fair
all
grounds
this is
here.
over, we need to sit down and have a chat about who's okay, about what's okay and what's not okay as far as this unit is concerned. Because frankly, I'm a bit out of touch with this.
Yue, quick question. Did you do any research regarding my nightmare cloud?
No.
Then that would explain a lot. Hey, Cicely.
Yes?
when you were under, what did you see?
Steven?
Great. Did you realize that you were trying to... Did you realize that you were trying to murder Yue while seeing Steven?
You what?
What?
Not while I was in the cloud. Afterwards, yes.
Yue,
I'm sorry.
Yue is just giving this, this expression, just like, I don't even want to speak with you right now.
Dustin repeatedly bows. I'm sorry.
Wait, don't get mad at her, Yue. It may seem like I can control their every actions. Truth be told, I can only do so much while they're under. The cloud fills those within it with a unfettered rage and urge to kill. But that doesn't mean I know if they're actually going to be capable or how they're going to go about doing it. I didn't know those people had guns.
That just means that I'm gonna have to be extra vigilant when you're using that ability. Got it.
Yeah, it's my best form of crowd control. I can't change that. I didn't
said you could. It's just frustrating when you can't help everyone.
I'm just going to move over here and give away some space. Hello, Will.
That's why I tried to stay along. Points to you're not supposed to be here.
Listen, I just came to see how that one, gestures to Yue, was doing with all the relic stuff happening. I had no idea any of this was going to happen, which is ironic because I can see the future.
Wait, what?
Oh, you're
He's
here
a time-
for the relics. Okay.
I was checking on you guys to make sure they hadn't been stolen. I had a bad premonition, came down, sure enough, gestures to these two.
Okay, I can understand the mask wearing Cicely's mom, but the dog?
I wasn't after the relics.
Then why are you here?
Reasons.
What are those reasons?
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Don't you go back to talking dog.
I'm very good at understanding animals.
Let me guess. Did he just say arf? Quite literally, just only arf?
Yes.
Okay.
Most likely.
Well, Wu, glad to have you on our side as friends.
Weren't you making a contract with a demon?
Yeah, you guys should.
Yeah, you should probably
Let's get back to
continue to
that.
that.
Yeah, you guys should probably finish that up.
I bring that up. One of my conditions is that I do not deal specifically. Because my abilities and experience have shown that I can't always predict what's going to happen. And that's why I generally deal with people, whether that means they get arrested, they get paralyzed, they get murdered, or they get scarred for life in another way, or just stopped in general.
I'm fine with all those except murder.
3 out of 4.
If you want, you're fine with me paralyzing people and scarring them for life?
He has healing hands.
Yeah. That's stuff I can heal.
She can deal with the...
Can't always
wonders
heal
of-
from the damage I inflict.
Don't be offended, but working with y'all and the mob, there's no difference.
Thank you. Thank you. I noticed that too.
No offense taken.
Yep.
But
No offense.
No offense.
And you are just going to have to accept that if you are working with me, murder is... It's not something I seek. I have fun when it happens. It's some of my favorite entertainment, watching people completely go mad. But it's not something I have full control over.
Cool.
Again, I'm
It's-
just going to
if
have
it
to
just-
be more cognizant of when things like that are occurring.
Honestly,
Honestly,
Yes.
Yes.
You guys need to really.
I'm waiting for Cicely to finish.
You guys need to finish your sentence.
Finish
Sorry,
your
my-
sentences, you assholes.
Oh.
sorry, my finger went off the push to talk, so that was literally my finger.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to finish the sentence.
Okay.
Well, I guess I can speak for my behalf, since looks over UA. I'm not exactly high on the morality tree.
Mm-hmm.
You wield a sword. I assumed that was happening.
Honestly,
Swords aren't exactly known for being peaceful.
honestly, I may not enjoy the act of killing or murder. But honestly, I've been taught that when the situation is necessary and there's no other choice, I have to act.
I understand completely.
You guys can judge
Part
me.
and parcel of why I look like this.
Cecily just looks over at Yoa and Maska. You guys can judge me if you want, but that's the truth.
There's always a choice, even when acting.
There's always a choice.
Whether you're going to allow your anger to control you, to make sure that to end up ultimately trying to kill someone, that's a choice at that point. You chose to let yourself lose control. So
Trust.
it's not easy. I understand. Oh, God, do I understand. But I'm letting you know I draw the line at actively trying to kill.
I respect that.
That I can work with.
She bows.
I am not bowing. I am not bowing to someone who spent who knows how long going. I choose to do nothing, not even take alternative routes. But that's beside the point.
It's a thing my family does in tradition.
Ah, that's fair. So, if I understand rightly, the desire is for me to help you guys stop this lich, essentially. Deal with him, whatever, in a way that would hopefully keep him alive, but let's not. But don't assume that's a guarantee.
I'm not part of the contract, remember?
I know, that's why I'm making it clear to those who are.
Despite how much I hate him, if possible, we bring him in alive, and we handle this right.
Okay, if he doesn't survive, that is the risk you take. That is what you guys must accept.
If he brings it upon himself in terms of random chance, or he commits suicide, I'm going to try to stop it, but
You're not part of this.
I know, but I'm just letting you know.
Good, but you're not part
we
of
agree.
this.
Sticking to
I agree with you, Dubel.
Nevin
What about
laps-
you, Navi?
Laps UA.
What about you, Navi and Aldred?
Aldred just kind of looks. Aldred just kind of glances over and states, "My entire profession deals with the gray." He states, "Whatever's the most efficient and the least damaging way we can do this, I will. Excuse me. If you consciously make an effort to be less damaging and to do and to work towards the greater good, I see no problems," he states.
I will do whatever it takes to make sure the job is successful and that my clients don't die on me.
He's just
if that means throwing away the greater good in that moment, that is what I'm going to do.
He just kind of smiles and states, "Stopping Stephen is the greater good," he states. "Therefore, there's nothing to worry about."
And you, Navi?
Look, I worked for the mob when I was alive, and I was resurrected by a lich. Morality ain't exactly my strong suit. But let's at least try and keep the ass alive until we can find a way that I won't die the instant he does.
Yes, because I don't know for sure if he has your soul or if your memories are artificial or if there's a third thing I haven't thought of. But if he died and you suddenly died too, the contract would end. Because all clients need to survive for the contract to be seen to completion. Normally that doesn't bother me. Normally slitting a throat or two is a grayed out, but if that doesn't make for good friends now, does it?
Nevi smiles at that.
So does Cecily.
Then there's a couple more things that need to be sorted, but this is just very quick and simple. The general other conditions of mine, I am allowed to forfeit the deal at any stage if this starts seeming like a trap you guys have set up. I assume you're not going to have any problem with that, because I don't think you guys are trying to set me up.
Not at all.
No problem.
I will need payment from each of you the moment you've signed, and it has to come from each of you. Like, if someone else wants to give something and then you give that to me, fine. Much like before with the pug, I am a demon agreed. I accept objects of value, whether they will be monetary, practical, sentimental. I will accept photos. I will accept money. I will even accept food. But it has to be of some worth and value.
Aldred just kind of reaches into like his back pocket, pulls out his wallet, is like pulls out his wallet and just kind of rummages a little bit. It's like, to be entirely fair, I don't have any loved ones I have photos of. So
wow, Aldred, that makes me kind of sad for you.
Yeah, that's far sadder than it should be.
I feel bad for yelling at you earlier now.
I have. He pulls up some doubloons, like literally pirate doubloons.
That will do nicely.
Thank you, Sal.
What about you, Cicely? What will you be paying?
Cecily brings out her wallet, but instead of money, she brings out her photo and hands it over to Dubell, and it has a picture with her as a young learning swordswoman, her mother and her father.
She's actually just going to walk on over and give Cicely a hug, just wrap the wings right around her.
Hey!
I'm sorry. I wanted to get your mother back, or at least try and get something. I knew you guys weren't going to survive against the dragon. And yes, I was leaving, but I didn't want you all to die. You're all going to be tombstones in about 100 years anyway, but I didn't want that to be tomorrow.
It's alright. Surprisingly, I'm hard to kill these days.
You're telling me. I almost died.
I'm far too easy.
Yeah, sorry about your hair, Aldred, but in my defense, you punched me really hard.
Aldred just kind of... he has reached into his bag, and he's pulled a healing potion, and he's applying it to his where his eyebrows were before, and where they're growing back.
Oh my god. That's so...
Aldred,
Yeah?
did you invent hair growth formula?
No, it's regeneration formula, he states.
And you
That
used it
was
on
on your skull.
He's applying it to his head, too. Yep.
Applied directly to forehead.
Like, within moments, his hair is back to where it was previously and states, here, it's much less rank than I used to have it. He hands it to his old friend.
Oh my god, Sal.
Aldred, you might want to just take the next day off, just in case your soul is still kind of
No,
burnt.
I've heard, if it helps on that note, I have had far worse, he states.
Aldred, you got caught on fire, and I got hit by lightning twice while it's still raining. I think we both need a day off, despite healing potions.
Aldred just kind of sighs a little bit and stays. Well, I have been thinking recently that I might need to back away from the front lines entirely, he states.
And I need to watch over my mother.
Well, if it helps on that note, I have no intention of abandoning the mission, but I'm wondering if I should not go into the field anymore, he states.
That can be a
questions for
conversation for
another time.
later.
Right.
Okay.
This is going
She'll
to seem a
take-
little awkward, but Navi pulls out an orange rose and presents it to Dubel.
What?
Okay, now she's gone from blushing to bright red.
Jesus friggin' Christ.
Ship it. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you guys.
They do live together. That is very much a possibility. I've already told them I've been shipping this shit already.
I recall that you guys were shipping it on the day one they first met.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Cecily's just like, Navi, how bold.
Navi is just blushing awkwardly. You don't know how someone who's undead can blush, but she's pulling it off.
But,
Is that... She just sort of slowly takes and just kind of stares at it for a bit. I've never been given a flower before.
Oh my god!
I never had the chance or the time.
Well, first time for everything, I suppose.
Yeah. Lubed opens her mouth expecting the flower, but Dubel's actually going to hook it in between her horn, which pisses off the snake, but Dubel wants to keep it.
Cecily's just staring at Belle with a smirk.
It's nice to have a different color other than various forms of black and dead. This also makes my job a lot easier as well, because normally I have to discuss what would happen if payment isn't delivered, which has always been Lubed's favorite part, but I don't have to do that now, which is brilliant. This does mean if, like for other missions, don't expect me to sorry, I just read the chat. Yeah. And for other stuff, though, I have been giving a lot for free, which isn't normally my forte. I don't expect me to be quite as helpful for other things in future.
Understandable.
Right.
Thank you. So, with payment made, and you do know that the Lich are after the relics, and if my eyes are correct, that is relic.
Okay, you got out.
Ah, fucking hell! Doing Lubed's
General
voice is a
gist,
bitch.
Orange Rose is one of the relics.
I fucking knew it. Now have you had the
I'm
fucking relic that made it grow on the rocks? I fucking knew that was the same room.
I'm gonna try and raise Lubed's voice and say, "You do know that is just going to make you a liability, right? The Lich wants those relics, and you have one nestled in your hair."
You know who else has a relic?
Hi.
Gestures to Yue, gestures to Maska, gestures to Cecily, gestures to herself.
Yeah,
You are
I
all
think
going to die.
I'm already
almost-
dead.
I almost died, so I don't think it can get much worse than that.
I deal with death on a regular basis.
I'm old.
Thank you for your contribution, Aldred.
Aw, come on, Lube. Aw, come on, Lubel. Where's your... Aw, come on, Lubel, she says, leaning down. Where's your sense of hopefulness?
My sense of hopefulness is that eventually this body will give out, you all will die, and then I will be free to reclaim what is rightful.
Cute as always, I see.
It's
Please
like
don't antagonize her.
it's like Cecily being all like, "I'm gonna boop it on the snoot. Don't do it."
Okay.
Am I going to start adding your finger to my collection? Lubed, you are not biting her. I want to... No! Start snapping at her own tail.
God.
Anyway.
Cecily just had her arms behind her while she was leaning down smiling.
Anyway, that's actually a good point. The Lich wanted to... I think the Lich knows about the legend. I think that might be why he wants me. Although sort of looks back at both at the... I'm going to get the ruler for this. Looks both back at the pug, and I think that's Wu. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, that's what.
Uho just sort of waves and the pug is just sitting there.
Yeah, she just kind of... She was going to bring it up again, and then just kind of stops and just... When we have a private time.
Right, of course.
Lubed, I'm going to need my quill. Lubed, the sooner the quill, the sooner we can get out of here. I want to see if I can find a headband so I can hook the flower in. It's really amazing, really pretty. Do you like it?
I think Lubed is sulking.
Lubed just kind of leans over to Cicely. If you have a heart, get your sword and cut me off this body. Don't.
Sorry, I don't cut friends.
God.
Friends don't let other friends cut friends.
Oh, God.
Coughs out the quill and then just kind of curls it on herself because she's just had enough of
Cut
everything.
friends on purpose.
Yeah. Sorry about the gas, by the way. I actually expected you to try and get revenge on me. That's kind of why I was a bit rough on you for a while, Cicely. I'm sorry about that.
All in the past. No one died.
Luckily.
Luckily
For
indeed.
once, For once, I don't mind the failure. Passes the quill to Navi. Can your body produce blood?
I mean, the fact that I'm blushing is a pretty good indication. She just holds out her hand.
She'll actually give the quill to Navi. You will need to prick your finger with this quill. It will draw blood, and then sign your name, the name that you choose to identify as, down on the bottom of the contract.
Navi takes the quill, pricks herself, and then signs the contract as Navi.
What color would the blood be at this point? Because I imagine she's been dead for quite a while, so it's probably not proper red anymore. It's probably this
darkish red, blackish.
Black. Yeah, black.
That would be more what she expected.
Uh-huh.
Can you please pass the quill to Cicely?
Navi passes the quill over to Cecily.
Cecily, with barely any hesitation, which is little to none, pricks her finger, and simply writes on Cecily Quinn in whatever is kanji in China.
That's fair. Please pass the quill to Aldred.
Need some of that old man blood.
He walks over, passes it to Aldred. Try not to hit a vessel.
Aldred just kind of looks over at Cecily for just a moment and glares. It's like, I have been just kind of glares and states, I used to have to take my potions through through an injection. Dap writes just Aldred there.
Yes, and I also remember that I almost went blind by drinking one of yours.
He states, it would have only been for an hour.
You make potions?
Yes.
He nods and just kind of brings up like his belt. That's just shows off his belt and whatnot there that has like several different vials on it.
Do not drink any of them.
You and I are going to need to talk later. Potions are incredibly handy in battle.
I'm not used to brewing them for anyone other than myself, he states.
You don't say.
He's just kind of goes like, there are rather nasty side effects for anyone who does not share my physiology.
Don't say it.
I have a unique physiology of my own. You can be surprised what I can take.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Takes the quill back. Now, afterwards, I will need all of us to gather. With this sign, this contract is currently indestructible. If one of you dies, the contract is broken. If everything has been fulfilled, I was going to say it would be we should be able to break it and the contract would be complete. But I realized one of the conditions is being friends, and I don't want that to end in a hurry. So,
well, you don't have to be in contract to be friends.
that's true, and this might actually help me in more ways than one. I was concerned that I was going to get summoned away somewhere else. With this in place, that's not likely to happen.
All right. Works for me.
Aldred just kind of chuckles a little bit and states, now, if we see a silhouette in the distance, if we see a winged silhouette in the distance, I recommend that we take cover because I'm imagining that the dragon is rather not happy.
Remind me of the dragon. I threatened to throw multiple trees at it.
This feels like a story I'm going to have to get the full context on later.
We'll talk about it later.
Dubel, you and I are going to have a talk because when that dragon comes back, I want to go at him myself. He wants a fight, and so do I.
I like Lubel.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
Yeah, I
She's
think
practically
it's
done
time
at this point.
Mask.
All right.
So we can finish off the episode because we're nearing that hour mark.
Already? Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Maska is doing himself some max there. I'm just gonna take this stuff off, the wounds and stuff off. She's still unconscious, but now we can actually see the face. Anyway, Maska, describe what you're doing.
Alright, so since I've been on my knee for the past 30 minutes / hours, Master finally decided to put his hands on Trevelax's mask. What happens next is the following. His hand starts to glow in a white light as Trevelax emits the same kind of energy. I don't know who here has sensing magic.
Yo,
UA.
All right. You might recognize the energy as this is the same necromantic energy used when using necromancy. Basically, it's soul magic.
huh? Well, Nevin realizes it's soul magic. UA just sees it's magic.
Yeah. Anyways. Anyway. As the process continues, everyone starts to hear infernal screaming coming from the mask as it is literally being torn off of Cecily's mother's soul and back into its prison, which is the mask. After a while, the mask is able to be removed safely, which Maska does.
Which means, let me just
Did it work?
put that over there. Did I ever with this? I need to make a small adjustment to something, and then I will do me a thing.
Well, look on the bright side. I mean, another bright side.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Captain, you can have that suffering consequences.
Okay.
There we go. And
Oh, you guys don't know Captain Zinnius? Check out the top. I'm kidding.
okay, there we go. And
Ta-da!
Close up.
Oh yeah, close up.
Close up. Very tired.
She looks like she's just going like, took you long enough.
It looks like she has a big forehead.
Yeah, that's
Given the shit she went through.
yeah,
the resting bitch.
resting. I am so exhausted. Face.
Hang on. Let's see. All right. This is gonna be as delicate as I need to be. So everyone, shut up.
Okay.
He starts patting her on the face to make her wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay. Not patting, not slapping.
Oh, okay.
There's some soft groans. She's still got a whole bunch of wounds from, being stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
But she is sort of slowly waking up.
What was she stabbed with? Oh, from Maska.
Yeah.
And the dog.
And the dog, and getting punched in the head, and
Yeah, that one was mine.
that was also Navi.
The punch in the back of it.
Alright.
Nolene, can you hear us?
Where is this?
Mother?
Yep, she's fine.
You're in front of my house.
Nolene sits up, kind of awkwardly patting around herself to try and kind of get her bearings, blearily looking around before locking onto Cecily. Cecily?
Cecily has immediately hugged her mother. Oh my god, you're back! Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. You're probably still hurt.
I feel like I've been in a haze. Why does everything hurt?
That's probably because we had to knock you out unconscious before we can remove this. He shows Trevlak.
Trevlak is just vibrating in irritation right now.
Not so big and tough now, are you, little man?
Are you sure I can't smash the damn thing with my sword?
Nolene is also looking just about ready to stab the thing.
I mean, you're more than welcome to try it, but this thing is pretty much invulnerable. Like, it cannot be broken.
Anti-magic?
We'll see about that.
Alright, have fun. It's not my problem anymore.
That's
don't be need to,
Like, she tries to get up, kind of staggers and falls back onto her butt. Clearly not in any state to be stabbing anything right now.
Yeah.
Then again, Cecily already was shocked 2 times by a dragon, so she's probably gonna be a bit,
You know what this calls for? Since this is a nice family reunion.
What does this call for?
Yes?
Yue literally walks about over here, turns around, and pulls out her phone, taking a quick selfie, trying to get as many people as she can in this shot, which in this case would be just about everyone here.
Except for McCall over there.
Except for McCall.
Okay. Yue, are you gonna check that picture?
Yes, I am gonna check that picture.
Okay. Roll perception.
Oh boy.
This is a very low DC, but just in case.
Perception. Oh, okay. Perception. Oh,
I would be slightly concerned if you failed the DC 5 perception check. Actually,
yeah,
I'm gonna whisper this to you.
At that point, I'd only have to roll a 1 to fail that one. Well, actually, no, there's no critical fails in this. So yeah, I would not have failed at all. I got a +5.
Anyway, yeah.
Sala was really bored.
Aha.
What?
She turns around to see if the pug is still there.
Which Dubelle is currently petting.
She goes to take a picture of the pug. Just straight up.
Dog tries to bat the phone out of your hands.
Okay. This is an opposed check then.
Yue, what are you doing?
Taking pictures.
Why?
Taking a picture of the pug now.
The moment is next to the pug.
So what do I gotta...
This is basically a disarm check, I guess.
Yeah. Disarm.
Disarm the phone. Fucking incredible.
You're using an action of disarm to ban
Make an attack check against the defender at the -2 penalty. What's your parry,
5.
I guess? Yeah, this dog misses. You hold that phone pretty well.
All right. Click.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
And so, same thing happened?
Same thing happened.
I turned to show the camera to everyone. Pug's not showing up. You're a
Indeed.
vampire dog.
What? No, I'm not.
Aldred just kind of stares down at the dog for a moment and states, "I should have known."
Hang on. She's actually going to lean down and sort of whisper the pug in demonic language. Are you a bar guest? She wants to make sure this isn't a dog from hell.
No, dog doesn't seem to understand demonic.
Okay. She just wanted to make sure. Because that was one of the things she was worried about back at Geraldine's house.
Wait, are you actually real then?
What do you mean, am I actually real?
Like, do you exist? Are you just a figment of our imagination?
Masca punched Aldred through a wall once. I'm pretty sure it's real.
So
Yeah,
maybe
he took down
he's
your-
lying to us.
Well, he also helped take down your mom. See the ankle bites?
And took down Yue as a werewolf. So then what are you?
I'm gonna
If you're
stare
not
hard at
showing
this.
up on the camera, if you're not showing up in the... Oh no, Dubel wouldn't know that. But then what are you?
I'm gonna stare hard at this dog until it answers.
Well, hold
Roll
on.
Roll some kind of social check to
What
try and convince dog.
what I would like to do also
All right,
is when the
persuasion.
dog said, "What? No." Can I roll insight?
Roll insight.
Okay.
All right,
So
there we go.
Who's rolling the social check?
I am, and so it's just UA.
Okay.
Oh, good, because all I have is intimidation. I can't do much.
Yue, as far as your insight can tell, dog doesn't seem to be lying, but also there's something missing.
Huh. And what's the result from Masca?
I think she'll just use the same result as mine
And then
as yours.
Masca,
Well, you're trying to persuade the dog to do something. I'm trying to see if they were lying.
the dog
Oh,
just
okay.
looks away and makes some sort of whistling sound.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Roll. You know what? No, you should just pick up the dog. Let me
First-
down.
No,
Why aren't you
Put me
telling
down.
us?
no,
Put
First
me
I
down.
become a werewolf.
no.
Now we have to
Put
assume.
me down.
Oh,
You want
Not
to
unless you tell us.
If you get bitten, that's your own fault.
Aldred
I know.
kind of sighs and states, "Would you do it for a treat?"
Roll persuasion.
Dubel face palms stupidly hard.
Not terrible.
Let me just.
Do I get a circumstance bonus because
What
treat?
kind of treat?
Aldred goes like, "What kind of treat do you like?"
Face palm harder.
Dog squints at Aldred. Squinting at Aldred. This looks very silly on a pug's face.
Aldred's like, "I can go get liver. I can go get fish."
Is it
No.
human liver?
Blink.
I'm gonna inspect this dog.
wait,
It's
Cecil's
not-
roll persuasion against the dog too.
It's like,
What are you gonna try to?
looks
Hey,
over it.
human liver isn't that bad if prepared right.
Let's not talk about that right now, please.
Aldred's like,
Cecily rolls persuasion and goes, "Look, Pug, it's been a long day, and I appreciate that you helped save my mother, but could we please set this debate on what exactly you are? Because quite frankly, you already traumatized Aldred, and I honestly am still not getting over the fact that you decided to speak until we left that one day."
I'll tell you if he puts me down.
Let him down, Masca.
I'm letting him down.
her, but yeah.
Log down.
Oh, her. Okay.
Oh, it's a her. Yeah, right. I keep forgetting it's a her.
So, when a vampire and a werewolf love each other very much.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Aw, that's adorable.
That explains
Aldred
a
just
lot.
kind of going. Aldred swearing loudly in German. Werepire, no.
Where
Dubel's actually just gonna flop in front of the ground, just like, that's amazing! So which one was the male? Was the vampire the male? Was the werewolf the male?
Why does that need to be in detail? Let's not.
But this is so rare!
I agree, but I don't know. I don't want to know when two monsters are getting on.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just don't want to. Nothing. I just don't want to know.
I just find it.
It really ends so well for monsters. Can you blame me when I can actually see a story that isn't bad?
You just hear Aldred going around and walks right up to right up to this guy again. Immediately hands him $50.
You want to get a drink, Aldred?
He's like, it's like, I can't believe you are right all these years. He is so mad right now.
I'm guessing they made a bet between if a vampire and a werewolf could breed, what would happen.
It's like Aldred was told. At least that's what was in my head at the moment. If you consent, Niv.
That's fine.
Interesting way to put it.
Aldred just pockets the money. Not Aldred. McCall pockets the money, just looking very smug.
It's like,
Well,
Aldred goes across the street and like just flips off McCall as he's going. It's like, and keeping in mind, this is easily the most jovial you've ever seen Aldred. So,
Christ.
well,
This has been a long day.
on that note, I'm going to take my mom into a medical facility, she says, picking up her mother. I'll meet you guys up later after you report what happened.
In the meantime, I'm gonna find you, Maska says to Travelak, a anti-magic cell for where you will spend the rest of your life.
Why don't just dump it in hell?
Frustrated, vibrating.
I know. I get that effect on people.
Why don't you just dump it in hell?
Do you want that mask to end up possessing a demon?
Do you really think that's a rare thing in hell?
Not saying
Listen,
it's rare, but that one particularly.
Yeah, listen, I don't want this thing ever to appear again. I just want it inside of an anti-magic circle and to never be heard of again.
Suit yourself. Pug. Vampire Pug. Do you actually have a name?
Mary.
I'm sorry. Was it Neri or Mary?
Mary.
Mary. Nice name.
Countess
Mary,
Puggy Mary.
I'm taking my
King Marrow and Countess.
to the hospital now.
You guys have a kingdom forming.
Walked off with her mom.
Bye, Cicely.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, Cecily.
Did you want someone to walk with you home?
I can walk myself.
Okay.
The trot.
She's not even going to acknowledge you, and just sort of walk up to Navi. I guess we're heading home. It's so weird to call that place home. Blushing madly again.
Sounds like a plan to me. Navi offers her hand to Dubel.
quickly takes it.
By the way, what
I
happened?
think that this is a good place to call session.
Will you want to
Yeah.
come inside? Since everyone else seems to be gone.
I think I need to lay down.
All right.
Oh, please.
Okay.
And so they go into the hideout place.
I think that is a good place to call session. You
Yeah.
guys captured one of your major antagonists. I say that's worth 2 power points.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Coming back from a break and doing things like big
Yeah,
damn
we can't back it
heroes.
up. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, what happened between Navi and Dubel? Because I blacked out.
Oh, we never actually went into that. The Navi and Dubel. Well, Dubel had nowhere to stay, so Navi offered to stay with her, and the two of them had a private conversation, wherein, like, none of the other party members would know about this, but wherein Dubel sort of acquired the deed to the warehouse she lives in, so they don't have to squat anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't going to tell the party about that, obviously.
Right.
And through her hellfire learned that Navi doesn't have a soul, but she does have memories of her previous life, which clued in Dubel to the possibility that either
No,
Steven
hang on.
has a soul or...
Wait, Vixen. I don't mean that. I already know that. I'm
Oh,
talking
sorry.
about them just walking off hand in hand. What happened there?
Oh, you weren't there for this. Were you there when Navi gave Dubel the
flower.
The flower?
flower?
Yeah. I got up and left to go to the bathroom and get something to eat.
Oh boy, how do I put this?
Are they fucking?
Oh my god, you guys. Can we not talk about the sex life of these people?
At the end of the recording, no less.
Why is this still recording? End it!
Well, we never said goodbye.
Goodbye!
Okay, we'll see you in like 2 weeks or something for the next
Enjoy your mental
episode.
image.
We'll figure out what the hell comes next later. I am going to erase the mental image of that now.
Please.
Next time.
Please. Dubel's asexual anyway.
And